Okay, Assalamualaikum. Second video on quadratic graph. Okay, so now this is the continuation of the previous video. I have plot for you the first question just now. Okay, if you plot, you will get something like this. Please do it properly, don't do like me. Please do it properly. Do on a piece of graph paper, or you can just use the grid inside your exercise book. Okay, so if you do inside your exercise book also, it's just fine, I think, because it's quite clear, the grid. You can just see, you can just label one unit according to each grid. Okay, so now if you just plot your graph, you will get something like this. Okay, do it properly. Okay, and please do it in a free hand. You cannot use ruler. Okay, you cannot use ruler. Okay, because we have a curve. It's not a straight line anymore. It's a curve. If it is a straight line, you can use a ruler. If it is a curve, you need to do freehand drawing. Freehand drawing. So don't erase too many times. It's okay if it's like curve a bit like this. It's just fine. It's just fine. As long as you have the correct shape, then you will definitely get the mark. Okay. So now, second video, I want to explain on, because in maths, in maths exam paper, they will give your question is in part, means you have part A, part B, part C, and so on. Okay, so the plotting graph may be in part A. Okay, in part B, you need to solve your equation, certain equation, by using your graph. Okay, for example, something like this. Okay, so this is the question. So this is the question. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, that's the question. Okay, use the graph you draw in Test Yourself question 1. Okay, the one just now, to solve the following equations. Okay, we have 3 equations here. This is the first equation. So that is just the graph that you draw in part A in the previous video. Okay, second equation, third equation. So the only difference between these 3 equations is the value at the back. We have 4 here, we have 7 here, and we have x plus 2 here. Okay, so now how do we solve? By using the graph. Use the graph. So means that you need to use the graph. So your answer might differ from your friends, because your graph, your curve, the gradient of your graph might be different from one another. So it's okay. So for this type of question, the mark scheme will accept a range of answers, but not too big lah, the range. It's like maybe plus minus 0.5 only. Okay, so now let's just solve the first question. I want to do this question and C question. Okay, A and C. Okay, and then for question number 4, I want you guys to do on your own. Question number 4 is the continuation of the second graph that you draw in here. Okay, that's the question. Okay, so now you need to solve x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals to 4. So how do we solve this? By using a graph. So we know that this is everything here, the first one here, that is equals to y. Okay, that is equals to y. And we have equal sign, equals to 4, means that 4 also equals y. Okay, so you need to draw another line, y. You need to draw y equals to 4. Okay, on the same graph. Draw on the same graph. Okay, so y equals to 4. How do we draw y equals to 4? So y equals to 4 is just one horizontal line passes through 4. Okay, one horizontal line passes through 4. So that is just y equals to 4. I use Mariam's pencil. Elsa. So y equals to 4. Okay, that one. Okay, so now we need to solve this equation. How do we solve this equation? Solving means you need to find what is the value of x. So how do we find value of x? Is you just look at the point of intersection between y equals to 4 and your graph here. Okay, look at where is the point of intersection of the line and the graph. Where is the line of intersection? Here and here. Okay, so how do we solve? You just read the value of x. Go down, you look at the point of intersection and then you just go down. You can use your ruler, okay? Go down, look at what is this value. So this is x equals to 0. And then for that value, you go down, you look at what is the corresponding value. X equals to 3. So now, for the first graph, okay, your answer is just x equals to 3, x equals to 0. Okay? Okay, so we have two answers. I know that you can simply use EQN here. You can bring 4 to this side and then you can have something like x squared minus 3x plus 4 minus 4 equals to 0. You reduce that equation, you will get x squared minus 3x equals to 0. And then you can just simply press your calculator. A is 1, B is negative 3, C is 0. And then you can get that value as well. But the question wants you to use the graph. You cannot use EQN. If you use EQN, they will deduct your mark. You need to use the graph. So how do you show your workings on your graph is by circling this value, these two values, and then you use your ruler. You just do a dotted line. Again, that is your answer. Use a dotted line, then that is your answer. So you indicate your answers by using the dotted line here. Okay, means that you are using the information from the graph, not from the calculator. Okay. Okay, so now let's do the part C. Part C here. This is the question, x squared. Where is it blurry? X squared minus 3x plus 4 equals to x plus 2. Okay, so now we want to solve this one here. So that is just why we have draw the graph already. And then you need to draw y equals to x plus 2 now. You need to draw y equals to x plus 2. Okay, so let's just do on the graph straight away. I want you guys to do on the graph straight away, okay? So now we wanna draw y equals to x plus 2. I need to draw this line and I need to find where is the intersection point. Okay, so how do we sketch this graph? So you do like a box here, x and y. Usually I will suggest students to take 3 values. Take one negative value, take one neutral value number 0, and then just take another one 2. You can pick any other value if you want, okay? Can pick any other. You can put negative 2, 0, 2. You can put negative 1, 1, 3. Doesn't matter. But usually I will take one negative, one 0, and then one positive. Okay. So you substitute in the value in here. Negative 1 plus 2, you get 1. 0 plus 2, you get 2. 2 plus 2, you get 4. Okay, let's plot this. Negative 1, 1. Where is this? Negative 1, 1. And then 0, 2. 0, 2. Okay. And then last one is 2, 4. 2, 4. There. You take your ruler. Draw a straight line. Okay. If you want to draw a straight line, you need to use ruler. If you want to draw a curve, you don't need to use ruler. Just a freehand drawing. Okay. But this is a straight line. So you need to use ruler. So use ruler. Okay. I don't have ruler. Okay, so that is the line. So, question asks us to solve this equation. So, how do we solve? By finding the point of intersection. So, where is the point of intersection? 1 is here. Point of intersection between the line and the curve. Okay, line and curve. So, this is the first answer. Okay, and this is the second answer. Okay, so how do we find the answer? You use your ruler. You take your ruler, you go down. And then you read what is the corresponding value here. Read what is this value. Okay, you take your ruler, you go down. And you read what is the corresponding value there. Okay, so you will get 2 values. Okay, so first you need to sketch your graph and then you need to sketch the second equation, that equation, that equation, that equation. If it's just a one number, means it's just a straight line, straight horizontal line. If it is with x, means you have a slope, you have something slanted. Okay, okay, so you just sketch and then you find where is the point of intersection, and to solve it, you just take your ruler, you go down, just do dotted line and read what is the value there. Okay, so I hope you guys understand, please. Okay, so this is the homework for the second video. Okay, so this is the homework for the second video. Okay, number 3 and number 4. Just pause the video for a while and copy that question. Copy that question. Okay, so just now I asked you to sketch. I asked you to draw. In the previous video, I asked you to draw 2 graphs. And then for this video, for each graph, you need to solve for 3 equations. Second graph also solve for 3 equations. Okay, so you solve for 3 equations. Okay, any problem, feel free to ask me. Okay, feel free to just message me. Okay, okay. Okay, for this one, you need to think a bit how do you do it, because as you can see, we have 2x squared minus 5x here. 2x squared minus 5x, which is the first equation. So now for part C, we have 2x squared minus 7x. It's 7x now. It's not 5x anymore. So how do you create 5x to be here? Okay, think. Okay, think. What should you do? What should you bring to the other side so that you can have only 5x here? I don't want 7x. I want 5x. Why do I want 5x? Because I want to use my graph. I have sketched 5x. I haven't sketched 7x. Okay, so what should you bring over here so that you can get 5x here? Okay, so you try on your own first. Any problem, I do expect somebody to ask me some question here. Okay, if you have any problem, just ask me, just message me. Okay, but try to do on your own first. You need to do the question. Okay, bye.